Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday, July 12th. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, my name is Terry, and welcome to my kitchen. I know it's been a few weeks since I've seen y'all, but I'm here for World Wide Web Wednesday. We're going to have a great discussion. I have a few things ready for us to discuss. And then, of course, the food. That's what everybody is here for. We are here for the food. So we're going to be making some roasted Cajun chicken salad. It's summertime, y'all. Y'all know I live in Arizona. It is hot as hell here. It is currently 105 degrees at 12:30 in the afternoon. So we're going to make a chicken salad. It's going to be good. I'm excited for everybody to be here. I see folks are already in the comments, so let me pull it up. See who is here. We got Craig Lamar. He is here. Hello. Thank you so much for joining. Brian Mason is here from Smoke and Talk. Thank you so much, Brian, for being here. What's up? Baltimore is in the building. Miss Peach Love, my sister. She says, welcome in, everyone. And she is reminding you to please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. And of course, do not be shy. Engage with us. We are very friendly around here. Okay. Craig says, why did I keep us waiting? Y'all, I've been busy. Okay. I have been so busy, but I am here. I am getting back into the group of streaming. I'm trying to get my schedule together. So hopefully I won't disappoint. So yes, let's get started because we have a lot to do today. We're going to start with the food and then we're going to get going with our topic for Worldwide Web Wednesday. So again, it's hot, y'all. Summertime here. So I was trying to think of what could I cook that is not too much actual cooking standing in front of a hot stove. So I decided we are going to make chicken salad. I, growing up, did not really like chicken salad that much, but once I got older and started making it more myself and experimenting and playing with different things, I've kind of found a way to where it works for me. Okay. And of course, y'all know we eat for health around here. You know, we want to be as healthy as possible. So of course, I'm going to show y'all how we can make this chicken salad so that it is not too much junk that we consume it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my camera because we're going to roast our own chicken. So for the sake of time, I'm going to do what they do on TV. You know, I've already kind of did some things off camera for y'all. So it won't take too much time on camera because y'all know cooking chicken in the oven can be a lot. We're going to roast it ourselves. But I did want to show y'all how I went ahead and seasoned my chicken. So y'all know I usually like to use chicken thighs because they're good. They're very flavorful. But today I am going to be using chicken breast. So anytime I make chicken salad and decide that I'm going to make the chicken myself, I use chicken breast, but I always get the chicken breast that has the skin on and still on the bone to make sure we keep the chicken as moist as possible. Okay. So I have two chicken breasts here. Like I said, skin on, bone in. We're going to season them. Yesterday, I got prepared for y'all. I made a whole new batch of green seasoning. If you're not familiar, you need to get familiar. The green seasoning is an all-purpose herb seasoning. There's no salt, there's no sugar, there's no oil. So it's perfect for eating for health. You can customize it to your liking. However, I do have a video on my channel to show you exactly what I do to make this green seasoning. If you've been here before, and most of y'all in the chat have, you've seen me use this in the past. So I forgot to get a spoon. Let me get a spoon. We're going to start seasoning our chicken with the green seasoning. I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple tablespoons here. So for this particular chicken salad recipe, I actually want to marinate the chicken. So because I want to marinate it and because I want the chicken to, you know, absorb all the moisture. Because again, I'm not a huge fan of chicken breast, but I do like chicken breast and chicken salad. So I really think that it's best to not only marinate it, but again, keep it with the skin and the bone in. Okay. So I've already have a chicken breast that I roasted, I marinated, everything is here, it's ready, so that when we get ready to make our chicken salad, that chicken's already prepared. But I did want to show y'all for the camera purposes how I seasoned my chicken. All right, so we got our green seasoning. We're gonna start with some liquid smoke. This is gonna give a nice smoky flavor. Again, we want like a Cajun little situation, so it'll be nice. We're gonna use some Tony's Creole seasoning. That is gonna be our salt source for today for the chicken. Y'all know I love Kinders. So we're gonna use 2 Kinders seasoning, no salt though. We're gonna use the blackened, and we're gonna use the lemon pepper. Yes, I see Miss Peach Love is in the chat already saying, if you're not familiar, you need to get familiar. If you can, Miss Peach Love, if you can drop the link to the green seasoning in the chat so the people can get familiar, okay? I don't know, like, if y'all ain't used the green seasoning yet, what you waiting on? What are you waiting on? It's so good, y'all. It is so good. I literally use it on everything. You can use it on protein. You can do it on vegetables. You can use it in sauces. I've used it in greens. I've made pinto beans. I have used it in dressing, like for Thanksgiving dressing. What else have I done? Spaghetti sauce, I put it in. What else have I done? Vegetables, potatoes. Like, when I say all purpose, it is truly all purpose. Okay. So we also are going to do some lemon juice, and I'm going to zest a lemon as well. Put a little lemon zest and a lemon juice in here. So the zest of 1 lemon, and then we're going to get some fresh lemon juice. So yeah, y'all, we're going to talk about some things today. We're going to talk about Tina Knowles. We're going to talk about Jonah Hill. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with the headlines on the blogs, but it's a lot going on. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. My lemon ran away. We're going to talk about Faith Evans and Stevie J. I don't like Stevie J. I'm going to keep it real. I don't like him. I never have. He's always been like a slime ball, but these women, they keep liking him, child. They keep liking him. Okay, so got some lemon juice in here, our lemon zest. We have our Tony seasoning. We have our liquid smoke. We also have the Kinder's lemon pepper as well as the blackened seasoning. So, going to go ahead and season this up. Now, again, for the salad portion of it, we're not going to use the skin. We're going to take the chicken off as well as the skin off. So it's really important that you make sure that you massage the seasoning all into the chicken. Make sure you get some of that seasoning under the skin. I did forget one seasoning, y'all. Some paprika. I'm going to get the paprika in just a minute and add it to here. Make sure you season all sides. Massage it in very, very well. Get that green seasoning. So again, if you're not familiar with the green seasoning, it has all types of herbs. It has parsley, thyme, rosemary, fresh bay leaves, green onions, bell pepper, all types of stuff, y'all. Just look, get to the video and make it your own. You can also kind of customize it too. I don't add ginger, but some people, they like to add ginger. You can add salt to it, but I highly caution you doing that, because that way you can really kind of customize what it is that, or how you want it. I see somebody in the chat already talk about liquor. It's too early. No, we're not making drunken anything today, Derek. But thank you so much for joining. We appreciate you for being here. All right. So yes, let me wash my gloved hands. And then I am going to get our paprika because that is the last spice that we need to season our chicken. So for anyone who's just joining, we are making some roasted Cajun chicken salad today. It's going to be a good one. My sister's in the chat already because she talked about the fact that I didn't like my grandmother's chicken salad. So my grandmother was an amazing cook. She is the person who I learned how to cook from. However, I'm going to be honest. There were certain things that she made that I didn't like to eat. Meatloaf was one. I hated meatloaf growing up. Hated it, hated it, hated it. Sometimes I'll eat meatloaf now, but I'm not really a meatloaf fan. All right. So we're going to use some paprika. That's the last thing. Any of y'all ever buy these? I like to buy these little packets. They sell them in our version of Kroger here. I think I've seen these at Walmart too. And I also seen them at the Mexican store. We have a store here that everybody calls a Mexican store. It's called Food City. And the reason why they call it the Mexican store is because literally they have all the Hispanic ingredients that you could ever think of. They literally make tortillas. They make everything, like all Mexican food type stuff. They make it in Food City, okay? So this is why everybody calls Food City the Mexican store. But these little spice packets, I like them. All right. So again, when you're seasoning your food, make sure you massage the seasonings all in. This is another reason why I like to wear gloves, especially when handling chicken, because we don't want salmonella, okay? Mexicans are bomb. That's Craig Lamar in the chat saying Mexican. Mexican food is, look, if you are anywhere remotely close to the Southwest, you are going to have to love Mexican food or learn to love it, because let me tell you something. That's mostly what we have out here. But it's good. Authentic Mexican food is so good. All right, y'all. So these are chicken breasts. Remember, we're going to make sure we get all that seasoning underneath the skin as well. And then this is going to marinate. You can marinate it for at least a couple hours. I'd say at least 2 to 3 hours. But ideally, if you can, the best thing to do would be to marinate it overnight. Okay? All right. So that is our chicken. It has been seasoned. We're going to go ahead and put this in the fridge. All righty. Shout out to Derek Gaines for his contribution of those bowls. I love them. I love them. I use them all the time. All right. Let me catch up to some comments in the chat. Let's get this out the way. Yes. She says, how dare you didn't like, I just didn't. I did not like chicken salad growing up. I've had to like kind of recreate it, make it my own, you know, the old school way of making chicken salad. I have some remnants of that, but I've also kind of changed things up a little bit. Okay. So y'all are having fun in the chat. Miss Peach Love says, get familiar. Make sure y'all get familiar with that green seasoning, okay? Grilled chicken salad. You know what? Grilling the chicken would actually be a really good idea. I say you can bake this, you can roast it, you can put it in the air fryer, or you can also grill the chicken. Or if you don't want to grill, if you don't want to make your own chicken, you can buy chicken. I know some of the grocery stores, they even have like the rotisserie chicken that are like a Cajun flavor. This is just to add additional flavor to the chicken. So again, it's not like your normal old school chicken salad. Okay. All right. Let me wash my hands and I'm gonna get started talking about Tina Knowles. So not sure if y'all have seen, but Miss Tina Knowles, that's Beyonce's mama for those who are living under a rock. Miss Tina Knowles, her house was burglarized in LA. Apparently, they stole like $1 million worth of jewelry and cash. First of all, who keeping that kind of cash in their house? I mean, I know of and have had to have large lump sums of money before. And so I can see you maybe having a few thousand, maybe even up to $5,000 to $10,000 if you're doing some type of transaction and you got to get cash or whatnot. Not sure what that would be, but it happens. Okay, that's cool. But what you got in your house, I can see the jewelry part, but cash. One of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this is because when I first heard it, my initial reaction was like, who breaking into Tina Knowles' house? Clearly they're looking for money. And when I first heard it, I hadn't heard like what they actually stole. So they were looking for money and jewelry. That's what they stole. Who know where she live at? Like, I just feel like if you're somebody, no, Tina Knowles is not Beyonce, but she is Beyonce's mama. So I just feel like she would practice a level of discretion that the average person wouldn't, so that folks don't necessarily know where she at. A lot of people online are saying that this might be like an inside job. I don't know about that. Of course I don't know. Yes. So Miss Peach Love, she's a Beehive fan. She's one of the co-presidents of the Beehive, and so I'm sure she is distraught. Yeah. Greg says he thought he was Mexican for a while. You know, I understand people keeping cash. I do. I do understand people keeping some cash, but like that's a lot of cash. A lot of cash. Look who we got here. We got Mona D in the building. Hello, Miss Mona. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. But yeah, they robbed Miss Tina, y'all. Tina Knowles' house got robbed. They took jewelry, they took cash, and it added up to $1 million. Like I said, there are some people who think it's an inside job because who got that much access to Beyonce mama? Okay. We don't know. They're still talking about the details. But I wanted to bring this up because I actually watched a video from O'Shea Duke Jackson. I don't know if y'all subscribe to him. O'Shea is an old school or old time YouTuber. He's been on YouTube for like a decade. He claimed he's not a part of the manosphere no more, but I watch your videos, O'Shea. You're definitely still a part of the manosphere. That's just what I'm going to say. And he made a video about this situation, and he played a clip from Tasha K. Y'all know who Tasha K is. If y'all don't, she on YouTube as well. She's a YouTuber. Tasha K is extremely messy. So messy that she was sued by Cardi B and is supposed to be paying like Cardi B like what, $4 million? Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but she's supposed to be paying Cardi B. But she can't pay Cardi B's settlement because she claimed she is bankrupt. She going bankrupt. Even though she has this huge YouTube channel, over 1 million followers, all this kind of stuff, making all this YouTube money. She claims she can't pay Cardi B. She defamed Cardi B's character, and the judge said, you owe that lady for emotional distress. And O'Shea made a good point. He said, Tasha, the reason why you can't pay Cardi B is because you've lost out on income because you lost sponsors due to your critique and your videos about Cardi B. Why you going after Beyonce and Tina Knowles? Do she know what the Beehive is capable of? If the advertisers don't want to work with you because of what you talked about Cardi B, baby, you probably need to leave Beyonce and her mama alone. That clip that he played, I honestly don't even understand what she was talking about, why she was going off. She made mention of Matthew Knowles. That's Beyonce's daddy. Shout out to Matthew Knowles. Not only is he a Fiskite, because I went to Fisk University, he also graduated from Fisk University, and he's a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. So shout out to Matthew Knowles. I've seen him several times on Fisk campus when I was a student. So he was even a part of the board of trustees when I was at Fisk too. But shout out to him. However, he did cheat on Tina Knowles. Okay, he cheated on her, and if allegedly he got a baby, he got some kid. So Tasha K was talking about that. Tasha K was talking about Jay-Z's alleged kid that he has outside of Beyonce. Tasha K just like to run her mouth, and she probably need to be quiet. And she can't pay Cardi B, so she had all this to say about Tina Knowles. I really don't understand what she was talking about, but she brought up the robbery and then went on this long tangent. Again, my question is, who robbed Tina and why they robbed her? We will never know. All right. Craig says he sent those goons to his ex-wife house. You know, Tina Knowles has actually remarried. I actually saw in the chat on Old Shay's video, someone said something about Tina Knowles and her current husband might be on the outs, allegedly. Ain't nobody coming after me, allegedly. I don't know if that's the case, but hey, we will see. We will see if the story comes out. I noticed that she hasn't said much about her current husband. Let's see. What does Miss Peach Love have to say? I'm so tired of his kids, mammy, girl, my bestie ain't got nothing to do with them kids. So, not to go off on a tangent, but there have been the mom of Matthew's alleged child loves to make stories about the fact that Beyonce has nothing to do with her son. That's not really Beyonce's responsibility to be involved with that little boy. You knew what you was doing, screwing around with Matthew Knowles when he was married. You knew who you was having a baby by. That man was not your husband, nor was it seemed like he was trying to be with you. You had a baby by him. You wanted to have a baby by him for clout. And now you mad because Beyonce don't say nothing about that baby? Yeah, I'm going to need you to... Oh, Mona says she heard that they were separated as well. I'm going to have to do some digging on that because I have not heard that. Real Bravado Network is in the building. Hello. He says, hey, Coco. Hey there. I did not get a chance to see your stream. I was sent the link because somebody told me that you were live, but I was busy last night, so I couldn't get on YouTube. So I'm going to have to check out the replay. But y'all make sure y'all check out Real Bravado Network. He's always going live on some... He be bringing the smoke, y'all. So, yeah, right. He his mom's child. Exactly. That is his mama's child. Beyonce ain't got nothing to do with that baby. Okay? Exactly. Beyonce don't say nothing about her own kids. You know what, Craig? We're not about to go there. We're not doing that today. We're not. Jay-Z can have all the extra kids he wants. He's married. He agreed to be in a monogamous relationship with his wife. So... clearly, cheating and having outside children is not something she's approving of because she got a whole album about it. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to start chopping our veggies for this salad we're going to make, this chicken salad. If you are just now joining, we are going to be making some roasted Cajun chicken salad. I have already seasoned the chicken and it's marinating in the refrigerator. However, for the sake of time, I made a chicken breast already for us. It's cooling over here. I'm going to show y'all when we get ready to cut it. It looks amazing, y'all. It looks so good. But I did want to show y'all on camera what that chicken is going to look like, what we will be seasoning it with. You can actually use that particular recipe to season, to do it. You don't have to use that to make chicken salad. You can actually use that to just make roasted chicken. You can use those same seasonings if you want to make just some roasted chicken for a Sunday dinner for your kids, your family, whatever. It'd actually be really, really tasty. And of course, that seasoning combination, it features my green seasoning. Okay. I ain't fooling with him right now. Anyway, so anyway, we are going to cut up some bell peppers. First, I'm going to be, again, y'all remember, I said I'm going to be making my little chicken salad a little bit different than what I was used to growing up. I'm going to start out with some bell peppers. And for color's sake, we're going to use some orange bell peppers. So I'm going to just dice those up nice and cute. So next thing we're going to talk about is Jonah Hill, y'all. Okay. So y'all, do y'all know who Jonah Hill is? Little white boy, actor, comedian. He played in, was it The Hangover? He's played in a lot of movies, okay? He used to be a big boy. Dog lost weight. Now he a little slim and trim. And so over the weekend, his ex-girlfriend, her name is Brady. She decided to go on this like social media rant and posted some text messages from here y'all go in the chat on this bullshit today. I ain't in the mood. I ain't in the mood. Not today. She went on this rant on social media, reposting texts from his from when they were together. So apparently the girlfriend and Jonah, or the Brady and Jonah, were together back in 2021, 2022. Today is July 2023. Homegirl decided to post texts that were a year old to expose Jonah. If you haven't seen the text, go ahead and check it out on social media. I'm not about to reread those texts. I'm going to be honest, y'all. When I saw it on the blogs, I didn't even read all of the text because I was just like, first of all, this writing is too small. Second of all, who about to read all this? But she caught herself putting Jonah on blast and trying to make it seem like he is gaslighting her and all this other kind of stuff. And to be perfectly honest, y'all, that wasn't the case. It really wasn't. There was literally a long text message from Jonah to Brady saying all the things that he basically prefers or requires from a lady that he is dating. Okay. He said he don't want his girl basically out here for the streets, being a little Tatiana. He said he wants somebody who is going to be, a little bit more modest, but not like, a nun. Basically, he don't want her around a whole bunch of dudes. He don't want her out here acting crazy. And I guess she had a problem with that. And she's trying to make it seem like that he is basically an asshole. So the problem is, homegirl did not expect to get the response that she got. There were so many people, men and women alike, who read the text messages and they were like, okay, so what was the problem? Like, there was literally nothing wrong. She was giving me the what's the girl's name that sued Johnny Depp? Like, it kind of gave me those type of vibes. Like, she really was just a lunatic and Jonah kind of dodged a bullet because she really was on some mess. Mona said it. She was on some BS. She's crazy. And you know what? She really didn't like the response that she got. And then like maybe a few days later, she posted more on social media. I haven't seen those posts, but I did see the initial post. There's even articles on like New York Post and everything of how she's just going off. Here we go. First Man Jenkins, thank you so much for being here. So as y'all can see, I'm chopping up some celery, making small dices. So I like to add peppers. I got a red onion here. And of course, I just chopped up the orange bell pepper. I like to do these because it kind of adds in some texture to the chicken salad. I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't like chicken salad growing up. It was just like mushy to me. I don't know. And I'm not really a texture person. Like I can kind of eat whatever for the most part, soft things, because I love dressing, and dressing has like a weird texture too. But it's just something about chicken salad, because I don't really like tuna salad either. That ain't me. So just chopping up. I'm just going to dice up these celeries nice and cute. I saw Real Bravado Network said something about we don't know the arrangement. Y'all, that's literally, we don't know specifically, but it can be, if we're going to assume things, because y'all like to assume things, I'm going to assume things too. The fact that Homegirl made a whole album and allegedly Solange went off on Jay-Z because of Becky with the good hair, Beyonce ain't here for that, okay? So, I'm just saying. Let's see what Mona has to say. But then a new chick came out alleging SA via a kiss when she was 16. Against who? Who we talking about here? Jonah? Jay-Z? Oh, that was another thing. So Brady, Jonah Hill's ex-girlfriend, after the initial text messages that she put out, expecting all the ladies to come to her rescue as they did somebody else we're gonna talk about a little bit later. She says that Jonah was sexting her and all this other kind of stuff right before he got with the lady that he's currently dating. So she's really trying to like stir up some mess. And like it's one thing to kind of like, actually, no, I really don't ever think it's really okay to be kind of putting somebody on blast. If y'all have parted ways, just let it go. Let it go. I mean, if he committed a crime, call the police, put in a police report. What are we going to do about this on social media? What are we doing about this on Instagram? Why are we included in this group chat? This is what I don't understand why people like to put things on social media. We're going to talk about that a little bit later when we get ready to talk about Kiki. But I really don't understand what is the thing about people trying to put people on blast on the socials. I don't get it. What is your purpose? Are you looking for sympathy? Are you looking for attention? Like, if that's what you want, just say that. Don't try to make it seem like, put out these buzzwords and, oh, he's gaslighting me. He's trying to manipulate me emotionally, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Oh, so John is, you know what? I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that the whole essay allegations. All right. So here's a red onion, chopping that up. So yeah, y'all, homegirl, she wanted sympathy. She didn't get it. Literally, when I tell you, literally, men and women were in comments under articles on the blogs, on social media, all asking like, why are you doing this? Like, nobody cares. You're not going to get sympathy. Of course, there are always those female incels who just hate men. And so they're going to always take a woman's side, even when the woman is totally unhinged and wrong. But for the most part, everybody was like, girl, go sit down. All right. So make sure when you're cutting up your veggies for your chicken salad, you're dicing them. You don't want anybody to take a big bite of a huge chunk of onions or anything like that. So you definitely want this to be chopped up really nicely. Okay. So I'm cutting up a lot of veggies because I'm going to make more chicken salad with the chicken breast that I seasoned up earlier for y'all. So I need to make sure I have enough for that later. Real bravado network says blah, blah, blah. Exactly. Well, if he gaslit her a year ago, she's still on fire. I know, right? All right. All right, y'all. Next. I'm sure my sister will enjoy talking about this. So now I'm going to move on to Faith Evans, y'all. Faith Evans and Stevie J. Y'all know who Stevie J is? Hitman J, or what's his name? Hitman Stevie J. They were married, I think. So Stevie J was on Love and Hip Hop. That's how he became like a household name in the Black community. He was on Love and Hip Hop, all that. Of course, everybody know who Faith Evans is. Amazing R&B singer. And then also she was Biggie Small's wife. Cool. Her and Stevie J, apparently they knew each other for years. They've known each other since the 90s. And then somehow, some way, her and Stevie J got married back in 2018. I remember when I saw that Faith Evans was with him, and I was like, girl, for what? Ew. I don't like Stevie J. I've never liked him. I think I just said that earlier. Oh, God. He's slimy. And he ain't cute either. He looked like a whatever. I ain't gonna go there. Whatever. So they got married, right? They got married 2018. And of course, as we all knew it would happen, the marriage didn't last. I believe Stevie J cheated on Faith Evans, which if he did, and from the last post that he made on Mother's Day, apologizing to her and talking about he humiliated her and embarrassed her in front of the world, he probably did. I mean, knowing Stevie J cheated on Jocelyn. He cheated on Mimi. with Jocelyn. He cheated on Jocelyn with Mimi. Like, look, I'll bring it up. Stevie J was a super producer and part of the Bad Boy family. We calls him Sleezo. Okay. So they got divorced. Shocker. The problem after this messy divorce, Faith Evans has to pay Stevie J. She has to pay him alimony, which, hey, if you got to pay alimony, you got to pay alimony. However, my question is, initially when I read that, I was like, I said, one, she ain't learned from Mary J. Blige. That's number one. And then number two, y'all ain't had no prenup. Like, you know, I'm going to just say this. And I'm not, because I already know y'all men, y'all like to make a lot of comments, and I'm really not here for y'all bullshit today. I know the men are going to assume that, like, women are like, oh, men have to pay. Look, if you the one with the money in a relationship, you going into a new relationship with somebody who ain't the one who has the means or whatever. Look, prenup. I am pro prenup. I don't care who the one that is the breadwinner or not, whether it's the woman or the man. I am pro prenup. I would sign a prenup gladly. I have no issues. If you have a brain and know anything about prenups actually protect everybody. It protects everybody if the marriage fails. Unfortunately, a lot of people, especially Black folks, have this preconceived notion about prenups. They are very ignorant about the process and why they're necessary. And so it just baffles me how so many people that have like millions of dollars worth of assets or just millions of dollars don't get prenups. Even if you don't have millions of dollars, even if you're just making some decent money, like, prenups are good so that you can separate those assets that you've either acquired before or after the marriage. I just don't understand why people don't think twice about that. But then again, it seemed like Stevie J and Mary and Faith, they got married very quickly. And so it sounds like it was like a fool's rush in type situation. So here we are. And to be perfectly honest, I don't feel sorry for her. Like, you know, of course, in the comments on like the shade room and all that kind of stuff, you always got, you know, the women in the chat talking they mess. And of course, you know, we got the female incels. You got the people who hate men. They say they like them. They don't like them because they hate them. They're always talking mess about them. So they're going to always take the woman's side. Same thing about the men. You got men who hate women. They mad because some girl didn't like them in 6th grade. So now they hate all women. They got nothing positive to say about women. So they always going to take the male side. We have those male incels on both the men and women's side. I'm the type of person, I want to hear what the facts are, and I'm going to make my decision. Because somebody, whether it's both people, was dumb. And I feel like in this situation, Faith was dumb. Faith was dumb. You were dumb. First of all, why you even get with Stevie J? He is a known playboy. He literally ain't about to be faithful. If you want a man who gonna be with you and only you, and you the one with the money, girl, child, please. Let's see what y'all seeing in the chat. I see Yvette has made it here today. You're not late. You're right on time, girl. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see. You know what, Craig? He over here talking so much mess today. Yes, Stevie J is slimy. Pours me a drink. I've been moving around today. I haven't been able to. Oh, Lord. Thank you for joining, Derek. I wonder if I can marry Faith Evans. I need spousal support too. Like, for real, that working man is for the birds. Listen. He is slimy. Stevie J is slimy. He was reformed. He was going to be reformed when exactly. Like, this is my thing. And we're going to get to Keke Palmer, the Keke Palmer situation, but this is very similar to that. Like, you don't know who you with. You observe, the whole point of dating, courting, whatever the hell you want to call it, is so that you can get to know the person that you're with. So you can see how they are, their traits, their patterns. You can learn them. I personally think people need to be together for a significant amount of time, go through literally some seasons of life, both the 4 seasons in weather and also like their seasons in life, so you can see how they get through shit. But people don't want to do that. People want to, they get in love, they fall in love, boom, they want to rush to the altar, and then in a year or two you mad because things didn't work out. That's your fault. I don't feel sorry for people like that. Maybe it was. I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna keep it rated PG. My child is here today. Mona says, I support prenups, especially when you're established at an older age / prior to the relationship. I agree. I 1000% would sign a prenup. I would. I ain't got no problem with that. And it, on the flip side, look, if I'm Oprah or something close to it, baby boy, you're signing a prenup too. Because I ain't necessarily in no marriage to get divorced. However, the reality situation is things can happen. You never know. You never know. We can't predict the future. And one thing about it, I've never been in a situation where I'm divorcing somebody, but divorces can be very, very messy. Very messy. And so one of the ways you can cut down on the mess is have that outline of how y'all about to separate things. So you ain't even got to deal with that. Of course, there are people who are going to fight the prenup, but like if the person ain't got no money anyway, they ain't fighting. Okay. They ain't really fighting nothing. Okay. Y'all over here talking about drinks. I mean, in Faith's case, she knew who he was. Like, we can't. Mr. Gino, thank you so much for being here. He says, hit the like. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. But yes, Faith knew who he was. And to be honest, a lot of women know. Like, you know who the type of man you're dealing with. And if you don't know the type of man you're dealing with, why are you trying to get married? All right. Let's see. And also, I mean, I don't know how to really say this. I'm not. People choose to be with whoever they like, right? That's their choice. Cool. You can't get with somebody, know who they are, know what they have, know what they are or aren't capable of, then expect them to change. And in my opinion, I feel as though Faith is this is a classic case of Faith thought she could change this man. Like she thought because I'm Faith Evans, because I'm like R&B soul sister, queen of R&B, Biggie Smalls' wife, widow, and all other kind of stuff, that meant something. And he was going to treat her differently than he treated Mimi and Jocelyn. No, he treated you the same way. He embarrassed the hell out of you just like he embarrassed them. So now look at you. Now you got to pay this man. They haven't disclosed how much it is. Some people said $1 million. I don't even know if Faith Evans has $1 million liquid cash. I don't know if she even had access to Biggie Smalls' estate and all that kind of stuff. I don't know her business like that, nor do I care to know because it ain't being deposited into my bank account. All I know is homegirl was stupid, and really she is reaping what she sowed. And here we are. And again, it's not about like a man that don't have as much money getting with a woman that got a lot of money. It's not even about that. It's about the situation of anybody with means. And Mona said it best. Like, prenups are good for both people, whether you're a man or a woman. So like you should have got a prenup, but in real life, you shouldn't even got with Stevie J. What? Real Bravado Network is crazy. But that's literally, sometimes it seems like that's what happens in these little relationships. People meet somebody, oh, I like you, you like me, we jive, we have chemistry and all that kind of stuff. Let's get married. Now, I know of people who met and they got married really quickly and they still together. It can happen, but those are the exceptions. That's not the rule. Okay. So yeah, we're not talking in absolutes. We talking about what's common, and for most people, that ain't happening. What are what are what are you for watch hours? Do you know about the new? Yes, I've heard about the new monetization policy. I'm actually like about halfway to the first level of the monetization level. So I want to say, so for those that aren't YouTubers, y'all know, for those that are content creators, most of us are either monetized and trying to use YouTube as an income source, or you're like me and Mona and we trying to get monetized. So shout out to Mona. Make sure y'all follow her. Make sure y'all go watch her videos so she can get her watch hours so she can get monetized. You have to have a certain amount of followers or subscribers on YouTube, and you also have to have a certain amount of watch hours. Watch hours are literally the amount of hours that people watch. So I have been live for 47 minutes. However many of you that are here, if you have watched the entire live, I get credit for 47 minutes times however many of y'all have watched the whole 47 minutes. So as you continue to watch my videos, I calculate more watch hours that goes towards my monetization status. Initially, YouTube made it so that you had to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Now they have changed it. They have 2 monetization levels because they want to promote smaller channels. So the first level is 500 subscribers, I believe. Mona, correct me if I'm wrong, but 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. And then the second level is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So I'm actually pushing for the 4,000 because that's like fully monetized. But of course, you know, once I hit the 3,000, at that point, like people can leave super chats and all that kind of stuff. So I'm halfway there. You know, your girl been off YouTube a little bit, so I gotta catch up. But it's fine. When you a hoe, yes, Stevie showed us who he was. We knew Stevie. Yes. Thank you, Gino, for visiting us. Let's see what Dare say. If you have a prenup, a woman is not getting everything. The thing with California, I believe it is a community property state, I believe. California is one of those places you need a prenup. You really do. And you need a prenup everywhere, but there are certain states, depending on the laws, it can go favorable for the woman, especially, or it can go favorable for the person who doesn't have the means. I'll say that, because if you got a lot of money and you the woman, and the man the man can get all your money. I don't know where Mary J and her ex-husband got a divorce, but we all know what happened there. We all know. Wait, you were monetized last week? Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. Good for you. All right, y'all. So let's get this chicken together. Let me show y'all the chicken. I'm going to show y'all the chicken, and we're going to talk about the grand finale of our discussions, our topic for today. Miss Keke Palmer. I'm going to be honest, y'all. I really didn't want to talk about her. I'm actually tired of Keke and her baby daddy. Okay. I'm tired of both of them. I don't want to talk about them, but I knew I couldn't be on YouTube this week and not talk about Keke. Plus the fact, look, I'm trying to get my monetization up. I'm trying to get my watch hours. I'm trying to get these views. So let me go ahead and dip into the algorithm by talking about Keke Palmer, okay? Because everybody else dipping into it. Oh, Shay done made about 11 videos about Keke Palmer. Yes. Congratulations, Mona. All right. Let me show y'all my roasted chicken. It looks so good. It looked like I grilled it, y'all. I got a little char on the outside, so y'all know it's going to be good. All right. Here is the chicken breast. This was made in the oven. It was cooked to about 170. So I actually used the my meat thermometer to make sure that my chicken was fully cooked. So make sure y'all check out that. Get y'all a meat thermometer. I'm going to take this chicken off the bone, and I'm going to also take off the skin. I didn't even bring up my ticker. All right. Let me put some gloves on because I feel like this is going to be messy. This is going to be messy. So I'm going to put some gloves on. All right, y'all. Ugh, Keke Palmer. Like I said, I didn't want to talk about it. But here we are. So we all know what happened, right? Keke went to the Usher concert. Mr. Steal Your Girl #2. Usher loves to bring up women. According to Charlamagne, Usher don't ask if it's any single ladies in the audience. He just go up to whoever. Oh, look at this chicken, baby. Taking the skin off and the seasoning. Look, make sure you season under the skin, okay? Season under the skin. I gotta taste this. Let's taste this and see what it's talking about. Baby. All right. Oh, y'all already going in. Here, you want a piece of chicken skin? Sure. It's my little girl. You know, it's still summertime here. She starts school next week. Ooh. Y'all, that's good. Okay. So, I'll call you when the food done. So you can come eat. So you can come tell the people how good the chicken is. All right. So, Keke Palmer was at the Usher concert. You know, he's doing a residency in Vegas. I still want to go. Vegas is up the street, and I still haven't been to this concert, y'all. But the tickets are so much money. Like, the tickets are like $300. That's wild to me. All right, so I'm just going to break up this chicken. Let me get my bowl. I'm just going to take the chicken off the bone, and we're just going to chop it up. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Just kind of dice it up nice and fine. Make sure you get all the meat off the bone because we want this chicken. We want all the flavor, and the chicken is still juicy. Oh, baby. Make sure when you make chicken breast in the oven like this, so just so y'all know, because I don't think I told y'all, I actually put the chicken on a baking wrap on top of a baking dish. So I had a baking wrap on the baking rack on top of a stone tray that I use. I've used that same tray when I make my chicken wings and whatnot. I actually roasted the chicken on 400 degrees for about an hour, 45 minutes to, it was about an hour. But I first put it on there for 45 minutes at 400 degrees. At 45 minutes, I checked the temperature. Based on how high your chicken is, you know, what your chicken reads, that's going to determine how much longer you need to cook it. So if it's only, I think when I checked, it was like at 140 some degrees. I went ahead and put it in there for another 10 minutes, checked it again until it came to at least 165. And then once you take it out, let it rest. It will continue to cook. But that way it does not dry out. Because again, chicken breast can dry out. But one of the reasons why I like to use chicken breast that has the skin on as well as the bone in, because it prevents dry chicken. I can't do dry chicken. We ain't doing that. All right. So that's all we're going to use for today. So, there's a bone. Keke went to the Usher concert. Usher brought her on stage, right? And she was dancing and getting serenaded by Usher. I mean, who don't want to get a serenaded by Usher, right? The problem was, so we all know that Keke got a baby by this dude named Darius. I'm not 100% sure what Darius does, but his brother was actually on Insecure. His brother is an actor. His brother is in the industry, and they met at a party, and they got together, and they've been together. And they also have a baby together. The little boy, I don't even think the little boy is one. I think he's still a baby, or if he is one, he's like just one. So it's still a small child. I think Theo calls him a lap baby. He's still a lap baby, if you ask me. So anyway, Darius goes on Twitter and talking about, you a mom. Why you dress like that? All right. We already know what happened. There's that. So I'm going to offer my opinions, my unsolicited, unpopular opinions. Unpopular depending on who you asking. So, unpopular opinion number one, both Kiki and Darius are silly, immature, and they belong together. Okay? Extremely silly, immature people. She got with him because he was light skinned and cute. He got with her because she's Kiki Palmer and she got money and he was looking for a come up. An easy one at that. The sum of them getting together was that baby that wasn't planned. And here we are. We got two immature people together with a baby playing house and they don't know what they're doing. There's that. So that's my first unpopular opinion about their relationship. My second unpopular opinion about this situation is, Kiki, why you had your whole ass out? Like, we've seen this a lot this year, and I'm getting tired of it. And for those who know me in real life, I am not a prude. If you know me in real life, you know these legs gonna be out in a quick second, a New York second, okay? I will wear a short skirt, some short shorts in a hot minute, okay? I ain't really one to be, but body parts hanging out, like my unmentionables hanging out, no ma'am. I don't think nudity is fashion. I don't think that it's cute for women to wear their whole booty cheeks out. I don't. You're not about to wear no dress, supposed dress, with your whole butt hanging out. And then my thing is, just like Six the Goddess said on YouTube the other day, you went to a concert and sitting on a seat with your butt cheeks out. That's nasty. You want your booty cheeks to be touching the... I don't know about that. I don't feel like that's that sanitary. I feel like, y'all, I'm in the fitness industry, okay? I literally look at bodies for a living. And because I liken myself to like the bodybuilding side of things, like if you into bodybuilding, you're going to be on stage damn near naked. You're literally in, for the women, you're in a thong bathing suit, but it's to show your muscles. It's not not most, there's some bodybuilders that's actually on OnlyFans, but a lot of the bodybuilding women, they're actually very modest in real life. Like, you won't see them just outside naked. They don't parade around on social media in little to nothing. They might post a posing video with they posing outfits so you can see they glutes pop out or whatever. But other than that, like walking around with your ass out is not cute. I don't care. And like, I'm sorry, I've been a mother for 12 years. Yes, your confidence can be, a little compromised after having a baby. Your body goes through a whole lot. It really does. However, that don't mean you got to be naked to be confident. And I'm not against women doing things, a little sexy to make them feel better. I've had a boudoir suit, photo shoot and all other kind of stuff. You could do that. I just don't like the whole like nudity thing. I don't like the over sexualization of women, especially Black women. I don't care who I'm talking to, whether it's my mama, my sister, I don't. I think it is like, I'm going to talk about the whole sexualization thing with Black women soon. I'm actually going to have a whole video on that because it's becoming to be annoying. It's like every woman in the media now, she's here presenting sex first. And then the next thing is when you come at her as, oh, she about that life, then it's like, no, you only see me as a sex object. Baby girl, you only see yourself as a sex object. You can be cute. You can be fly. Kiki just posted a video recently with this bodycon dress on. You still can see her body, but she was covered up. I just don't understand why you got to have your butt out, your boobs out to be sexy, in the name of sexy, like in the name of being liberated. That's not being liberated. That's not being liberated. It's not. It's not. It's not. Especially coming from a person who used to be 300 pounds, then lost hella weight and was looking hella good. And yeah, you want to show your body off, but then you're like, wait a minute, hold up. No, thank you. Everybody don't need to see all this. Uh-oh. So that's my unpopular opinion. Let me see. Let me see what y'all saying. Kiki suffers from queen mother syndrome. Check my live from last night to understand. I can already understand. I bet I already know. Cheeks Palmer, what they call her. Yeah. And so I'm starting to, part of me feels like there was trouble in paradise before this happened. And that's one of the reasons why Homeboy felt the need to say that. I think Kiki, no matter what the circumstances was, just based on how silly she is, the type of stuff she posts on social media, newsflash, I'm not a Kiki Palmer fan. I don't hate her. She is who she is. But like, I don't really get the hype. She actually annoys me because she used to be online talking about the gag is and all this kind of stuff. I feel like she's very disingenuous. I feel like she really doesn't really know who she is. And she's trying to be this vixen. And she's really not. In real life, I feel like Kiki is just a regular black girl who's a little bit lame, and she's trying to be that girl. She's trying to be a city girl, and it's not giving. It's not. Yes. I love Usher. Can I just say that? Can I just say how much I love Usher? Craig says Kiki is she is a single mama. Well, I'm not about to do that. Yes. She does look great after having a baby. I mean, this is the thing. People talk about, moms, their confidence, it suffers. No, actually, Kiki got more confidence. I literally saw an article or interview with her, and she's told the world how like her skin got better, her boobs filled out, her butt filled out, her body filled out. Kiki is one of the rare women that pregnancy actually did them some good. So like, girl, that whole confidence mess, I don't want to hear it. That's just an excuse to be naked in front of the world. You want attention. Just say that. You want attention. You got a man at home and you want attention. That's something I never will understand. It's go on a woman's social media and you can literally tell within 0.5 seconds if she got a man or not, unless she just a thotty and don't give a damn. But like most women who are partnered, they not about to be showing the world their assets on the internet. And if they are, that relationship is not going to last very long. Why do you need to show your assets on the internet? You're looking for attention. You are. He lost his girl because of Usher. I can see if it was T.I. Look, everybody refers to that Boondocks episode. Everybody refers to the Boondocks episode. Girl, you ain't about to have your butt out. Hush. You ain't about to have your booty cheeks out. They said Usher broke up another couple. Let's see. Her body is nice. However, it doesn't have to be in the streets for all to view. Naked is not fashion, in my opinion. Also, unpopular opinion. I'm somebody's mama. I don't want to project sexualization on them. I agree. Kiki, thank you. She gained confidence after her baby. So why people talk about, this is for her no, she is just for the streets. All right. For our salad, I'm going to make the salad dressing separately because we're going to mix it up. I'm going to show y'all some different things we're going to put in this dressing to dress the salad. So we're going to first start with some mayo. I'm actually going to use mayo with olive oil. This one the fat is like half of what a regular mayonnaise would be. For a tablespoon of mayonnaise, just one serving, it's only 45 calories. So this is why we're using this for this salad. Because it's not that much chicken, I'm going to start off with about a half a cup of mayo. My dog over here, he wants something to eat too. He can smell it. Go sit down, Max. So I'm going to use a half a cup of mayo. I have another unpopular opinion about the Kiki situation. I'm sure the men are gonna have so much to say about this. Because remember, in the beginning, I proclaimed both of them silly as all get out, and they both deserve each other. At this point, and everybody talking about, oh, Kiki can get whoever she wants. No, she can't. Because guess what? Kiki has said that she's tried to date rich men and it won't work. I wonder why. Well, some people are allergic to accountability. Some people are allergic to accountability, and I think that Miss Kiki is one of those folks. All right, so I'm just going to put in a few of the veggies in here so we can get that ready to dress. All right, so we have our mayo. The next thing, I'm going to add in some seasonings. I'm going to add in a little garlic powder, a little onion powder. When y'all see this one ingredient, I'm going to put it in. I'm sure y'all going to talk mess about me. I don't care, though, because y'all been watching me for how long? At this point, you know, I know flavors, so just go with me here, okay? This is some pepper. I'm going to add in a little salt. I'm going to add in a half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. This is not the ingredient that is going to shock the world, okay? Half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, just to give it a little tang. Y'all, speaking of Dijon mustard, I found a recipe for this mushroom pasta the other day, and it had Dijon mustard in it. I'm going to have to recreate it for y'all. It's not the healthiest recipe, but it's not that terrible either. So honestly, I might just make it as is. It's so good. Dijon mustard is another ingredient that you can add to so many things, and it just makes the flavors pop, baby. Woo! All right. So I'm going to put a few drops of lemon juice, a few little dashes of red wine vinegar, and then we're going to mix. Oh, wait. One last ingredient to our dressing, some dill, fresh dill. The fresh dill sets the salad off, okay? Y'all know I love my fresh herbs. Ooh, it smells good. Mix it up. All right. Let's taste. Ooh. Okay. Bam, boom. All right. So let's see what y'all talking about in the comments. Derek says, got into a heated debate because of her. A lot of Black women think Black men shouldn't judge what they do. Derek, you love to drink. Okay. So my last unpopular opinion, and while I'm doing my last unpopular opinion, I'm going to distract y'all with my last special ingredient. So the last ingredient for this salad is actually optional. When I have chicken salad, I like to add in an element of sweetness. So normally I would actually I would dice up little grapes to put in. It's so good. It adds like a little bite of sweetness, but I wanted to do something different. So I'm actually going to use a little bit of dried cranberries. You don't have to put a lot. You could just put a little bit in. But me and my daughter, we like dried cranberries in our salads. And so this is why I like to use some dried cranberries. I'm just going to add a little bit. Again, it's optional. It's not required, but it's highly recommended. You'd be surprised. All right, so I'm going to add in the salad dressing, and we're just going to mix it up. I'm going to need all of it. Ooh, it's going to be pretty color. So my last unpopular opinion about this Kiki situation is Darius should have kept that off of Twitter. I'm sorry, but he should not have publicly chastised Kiki. And this is the reason why. One, it shows how immature he is. It also shows that he is highly emotional. And ladies, I don't know about y'all, but like I want to be the emotional one in the relationship, not my man. I like men because they come with a lot of logic and reason. Yes, they have emotions. However, any man that I'm dealing with typically ain't one to have something happen and fly off the handle. Like they might feel away, but they not about to come out and do the most. He literally yanked her up in public. And I don't believe in putting my relationship business on display for the world. I was raised in a household where my grandma said, you don't tell everybody your business. You don't air out your dirty laundry. You just don't. There are certain things that need to be kept private. In real life, I don't put my romantic life on social media anyway. I just don't think that that is something that needs to be shared with the world. If I was a married woman and had a whole family situation, you might see family photos on the holidays, but you're not about to know what's going on between me and my husband because that's not your business. And no, they're not married, but y'all are partnered. Y'all have a child together. You don't air out your business, okay? And him putting that on social media, and to be perfectly honest, he really could have got away with you a mom, why you dress like that. If he wouldn't have came with the follow-up, we wouldn't be talking about this because folks could have assumed it was a joke, right? They could have assumed he was just acting silly, but no, he came with the follow-up. And to be clear, I don't have any problems with how he with his feelings. I don't. If he would have told her that in private and it came out that like, oh, this is how he felt, he's well within his right. He could have been embarrassed. He could have felt the way about her outfit and about the fact that she was dancing and singing and being serenaded with her booty cheeks hanging out in front of Usher. He's well within his right to feel however he wants. And so I don't want anybody to make it seem like Darius is not allowed to have feelings. Yes, he is. He is a human being. We all have feelings. However, just because you feel a way don't mean you have to necessarily react, especially in public. Kiki is a public figure. You knew who you was dating. You knew the type of woman that you was with. You knew the type of woman you was procreating with. Also, it should be known, Darius had somebody else pregnant, had home girl get an abortion, and the next thing you know, Kiki is announcing she's pregnant. So both these people are very immature. He is immature. He's highly emotional. And to be perfectly honest, his reaction on social media shows how ineffective of a leader he is. Point blank period, in my opinion, the number one reason why we need men in the households is because they tend to, when they are masculine men and raised appropriately, they're very effective leaders. They are. Period, point blank, especially at a family. And his reaction, him doing all of this on social media, going on these tangents, coming back on social media, taking pictures off, like all of this immature, childish behavior from him, it shows his lack of ability to lead a family effectively. I'm sorry, it does. And you know what? Kiki got to deal with that. Not me and not y'all. This is the thing. She stuck with him for 18 years and he stuck with her for 18 years. This is what happens when you don't really vet the people you with. You with somebody because you can get something out of them, but just because of how they look or whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I really feel like both he and Kiki are silly people. And this is what happens when two silly people get together. Period. All right. So, under normal circumstances, we would put this in the fridge and let it chill. But we ain't doing that today because we're cooking on live, okay? So we're going to plate and we're going to try it. Let's see what Mona got to say. Mona's the married woman, a married woman in the chat. She says, me too. I love, girl, ain't it sexy? Ain't it nice? It's so nice to be having a bad day or having something going on and you could just call your man or go home to your man and you could be going off on the handle and he just looking at you and he lets you finish because, at least that's been my experience. They let you finish going off and then their nice calming voice kind of brings you back down to life and bring you back down to logic and reason. This is why we need men. I don't understand any woman proclaiming on the internet, I don't need no man. There are plenty of reasons why you need a man unless you like women. And logic is one of them. Thank you. Yvette said it best. Keep your business off the internet. Peach Love says, no lies detected. His leadership skills are quite challenged. He's a child. He's literally a child. He's a child. First Man Jenkins says he's still here listening. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. But she was on the internet before he found out about it. Okay. And he could have called her and yanked her off the internet. I mean, again, like, the men I know who are true masculine grown men ain't getting on the internet to like check their women. I don't have no problems with a man checking his wife, his girlfriend, whoever he partnered with. I think it's necessary. I think it's very necessary for partners to be able to come to one another and tell each other when they're doing wrong. Why are you with somebody if you can't tell them about themselves? Whether they're a friend, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever. People need to be held accountable. And so it's necessary for someone to be in your life that can hold you accountable. I have no issues with that. However, the internet is not the place to do that. And unfortunately, we live in a world where it's tit for tat. Like, come on. It's tit for tat. Like, and that's the most childish thing you can do in a relationship, is doing that whole tit for tat stuff. So nice. We call it fall. So nice, and we can fall and rest in our femininity. Absolutely. Girl, I love me a man. Okay. Craig said Derek needs AA. Miss Karen is here. Thank you so much for joining. We were talking about Keke Palmer and the mess that is her and her baby daddy. The mess that is her. I disagree. She was doing what she wanted. I saw no disrespect coming from her. I think she disagreed, or I think she disrespected her relationship. Absolutely. It's an unpopular opinion, but I feel like when you're partnered, married, or in a relationship with somebody, I feel like that it's a certain way you conduct yourself. This is my thing. What is the reason why? Why would you be out here all up? If I got a man and I'm out and about with the homegirls at brunch or whatever, and the song, we getting it in or whatever, you know, they got them turn up brunches. I don't like turn up brunches, but let's say we had a turn up brunch and the girl, you know, everybody dancing all that. Why I'm dancing up on a man? I got a man at home, right? Why am I dancing up on a man? Because I want attention from a man. Why do I want attention from a man that ain't my man when I'm partnered? That's single woman activities. Like, I just feel like you conduct yourself away, men and women. I feel like there's a way you conduct yourself when you partner. And I don't feel like she was conducting herself like a woman with a man at home and a child. I'm not even talking about the fact that she's a mama. I don't care about the fact that she's a mama. I'm talking about the fact that you out here talking about my man, my man, my man. I love my man, but you got your booty cheeks out. And you got your booty cheeks out grinding on somebody else. I don't care who it is. Usher, Biggie Small dead. God dang. Oh, Lord. Y'all to get the point. Derek, men don't add insult to injury of their feelings, ego, manhood via the internet. Men I know usually want to keep drama in house. Right. Like, I don't. Like, half the time, even dudes that have women that are kind of, that fly off the handle and things of that nature, they be like, girl, if you don't calm down and stop all that mess, like, ain't nobody trying to be doing all that rah-rah stuff. Like, come on now, y'all. You can't say that you want a woman to act like she got some sense and to not be loud and ghetto and all that kind of stuff, and you out here basically doing the same thing. Like, come on now. Let's be reasonable here. Let's be reasonable. All right, y'all. I'm about to plate. I was debating how I wanted to plate this. I think I'm going to put this. All right. So, look, Craig said it best. Thank you. keeps the drama at home. Preferably, ain't no drama, but you know, men and women can be highly emotional sometimes, so you never know. If there is drama in any relationship, that shit stays at home. Let's just say that. All right. So for the chicken salad, you can actually eat this in many ways. You can do, I got some lettuce on the plate. You can wrap it in lettuce. You can use crackers. I got some wheat thins I'm going to add on the plate. You can actually put this on top of, like, you can make a salad and put the chicken salad on top. There's so many ways that you can do this, but I'm just going to, you know, keep it cute. Put some crackers on the plate. Got our chicken salad all mixed up here. And then we're going to make it cute, y'all. Make it cute. I forgot to, I was going to cut up some celery, or not celery. I was going to cut up some parsley for garnish purposes, but, you know, I forgot. But we got some dill we can use for garnish because we did add dill. So for those that have joined a little bit later, we have made some Cajun, roasted Cajun chicken salad because it's hot. I don't blame you. If you try to embarrass me in public, I'll leave you there arguing. Absolutely. Y'all, you know what? Speaking of arguing, like, y'all ever been out and seen like a couple out here arguing and fighting like in public? That is so ghetto. Like, I don't understand like why people like to act like that in public. First Man Jenkins said Issa Rae was at the concert too, looking conservative and lovely. Issa Rae is a lady. She is. She's just a different type of woman. Just a different type of woman. Y'all, this looks so good. Let me show y'all. Here we are. We got our chicken salad. Roasted Cajun chicken salad with some wheat thins to the side. Let me take a picture and then I'll pull up some of y'all comments and we're going to taste. Avery, we're going to taste the food. You want some food? All right. Let's take a picture. Keep the drama at home, y'all. Keep it in-house. It's not cute to be out here arguing and fighting in public. Let's adjust the light. Uh-oh. All right. There we go. Some better lighting. Yes. Let's make a video and then we'll taste because it does look good. We got some roasted Cajun chicken salad. We got, let's see, what do we have in our salad? We got some orange bell peppers. We got some celery, some red onions. We got some dried cranberries. For our dressing, we use mayo made with olive oil because it has less fat in it. We also put in some onion powder, garlic powder, some black pepper, and kosher salt. We use a little bit of red wine vinegar in our dressing, and we used a little half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. If you joined a little bit later, make sure you go and watch the replay so you can see how I seasoned the chicken. I actually seasoned some chicken on camera for you all, but I put that chicken in the fridge so that it can marinate. So I did marinate the chicken that you saw me cook, saw here. I actually roasted this prior to the live starting. Roasted it in the oven, 400 degrees, uncovered, on a baking wrap, on top of a baking sheet for about 45 minutes to an hour. Make sure you use a meat thermometer to check the temp. Boom, here we are. All right. I don't think Avery wants some. I'm about to have some. Okay. Derek said it looks sober. There it is. All right. Let me get a fork because this can get a little messy. Okay. Ooh. Oh, and we also added dill into the dressing as well. I love adding dill. If you don't like, if you aren't a fan of dried cranberries, I also like to add in grapes. I don't know. Karen is also she's a chef that's on the live. I'd be curious to know what she likes to put in her chicken salad. Y'all, this good. Ooh. And it hasn't even chilled yet. Just imagine. The good thing about salads like this, the longer it sits, the more flavorful it gets. Everything gets to marry together. Oh, Lord. This is good. The thing I like about this the most, you can make it beginning of the week. This is something you can use for like meal prep. Perfect for that. It doesn't have to be heated up. So if you work, it's easy to pack and go. You can put it in your lunch box. Please don't carry no Walmart bags to work, y'all. Go ahead and get you a lunch bag. Get you a little thing to cool off your food. You can eat it on crackers, with crackers. If you're low carb or want to stay away from like carbs of that nature, you can do lettuce wraps. You can put it in a pita. You can eat it on top of lettuce for like a salad. I even thought about you could make like a chicken salad, pasta salad or something, like a chicken pasta salad, and add in some pasta too. There's so many different ways that you can eat this, but I thought, why not let's do something different, something a little bit easier, something to, eat because it is 107 degrees in Phoenix, Arizona, okay? All right. That's all I got to say about Kiki and Darius. They silly. They deserve each other. Honestly, I don't know if Kiki and Derek are going to stay together. I really don't care. That ain't my business. Their relationship has no bearing on my life. But I will say this. Keep your business off the internet. We don't need to be in the group chat. I don't want to be in the group chat. Keep your business off the internet. There's nothing wrong with if you're one of those couples that you want to post little cutesy pictures here and there. But I think it's important for people to protect their unions, whether they're legal unions or not. I am very protective about my private life because I will cut somebody, okay? I am emotional and I will react. So I ain't got time for that. Men, be men. Women, be women, okay? All right. Yes. Miss Peach Love remind me I have orange bell peppers in there as well. Oh, it's so good, y'all. I'm about to go in for another bite. Are you coming out with a cookbook? If so, please include a drunken chapter. That's a good idea. I do eventually want to have a cookbook, y'all. I've told y'all this. I want to have a cookbook eventually. And I have all the ideas of how I want my cookbook to look because it would be very similar to, it would be inspired by my favorite Food Network personality, Miss Ina Garten, the Barefoot Contessa, the Beyonce of the Food Network, okay? What does Miss Karen say? I'm a grape girl, never tried red wine, but sounds interesting. Dijon, mayo, celery, a little ranch, all those veggies. Yeah, that sounds good. A little ranch, that would be good though. That would be really good. I like that. Great idea. She could do y'all know I like my cocktails. There's speaking of cocktails, there's also this lady on on Food Network. Her show on Food Network, it was called Semi Homemade with Sandra something, but she always, every episode, it was cocktail time, and this little blonde white lady, and she would make her cocktails, baby. Homegirl would be drunk on that Food Network show. I enjoyed her show as well. And she, like I said, her show was called Semi Homemade. So she would use like different shortcuts to make things like a little bit quicker. So that's why it was called Semi Homemade. Everything wasn't from scratch, But she has some good stuff on there. I've used a few of her recipes before as well. All right, y'all. We've been on here for about an hour and a half. Thank y'all so much for joining me for World Wide Web Wednesday. If you joined a little bit later, please be sure to watch the replay. Once again, shout out to all of y'all in the chat. Thank y'all so much for being so engaged today. Huge congratulations to Mona D for getting monetized last week. I am trying to be the next one. Yes, and speaking of monetization, if you haven't already, make sure you go and watch my videos. Make sure y'all check out the green seasoning video so you can see how I make this amazing stuff here. Let me show y'all. I made this yesterday. Yes. It is not strange. You have fun. Thank you so much for being here, Craig. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I appreciate y'all so much. What does Theo say? Okay, Terry, please don't watch me on Theo's live. I was horrible in ghetto. Oh, now I got it. You know what? Somebody told me that you was on somebody's live. I'm going to go watch it. I'm going to go watch it just so I can see what you were doing, Derek. So the next time I have a live, I'm going to talk about you now. Yes, it's always a good time. I appreciate y'all so much. I will be back. I'll be back on Friday, but I might do. Would y'all be interested in a late night live? Because my schedule's a little weird on Friday. So I might be going live around like 6 o'clock my time, which is like 9 o'clock Eastern. So we can have a prime time, little cocktails. I'll probably make some chicken wings because y'all know I saw a new chicken wing recipe I really want to try. So I'm thinking about doing a late night chicken wing and cocktails situation on Friday. Y'all let me know if 2 hours, not today. Yes, come with the late night action. Okay. All right. So yeah, we're going to do a late night. We're going to do a late live on Friday. It's going to be so good. I'll make sure to schedule that so y'all can see. Make sure y'all hit the notifications. Make sure y'all like this video, subscribe, share with y'all friends. I will see y'all on Friday. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Thank y'all for being engaged. Thank y'all for the support. Appreciate you. Y'all have a good one.